The autophagy timeline is not what most people think it is. Here is the fact that changes everything. Your body does not wait 72 hours to start repairing itself. Cellular cleanup can begin signaling within 12 to 16 hours of your last meal. But here's the catch. Most people are eating in a window that never lets it happen at all. In the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through exactly what autophagy is at the cellular level, what happens hour by hour during a fast, what else can trigger it besides skipping meals, who should absolutely not push extended fasting, and how you can get real benefits without going extreme. The word autophagy comes from the Greek for self-eating. That sounds alarming, but it is one of the most important maintenance processes in your body. Here is what happens at the cellular level. Your cells are constantly accumulating damage, misfolded proteins, worn-out organelles, and dysfunctional mitochondria. Under normal conditions, when food is abundant and insulin is high, your body is in growth mode. It builds, it stores, and it ignores most of that cellular clutter. But when nutrients drop, two major molecular switches change direction. The first is mTOR, which stands for Mechanistic Target of Rapamycin. Think of mTOR as the growth dial. When protein and calories are high, mTOR stays active, and it actively suppresses autophagy. When nutrients drop, mTOR quiets down, and the cleanup crew gets the green light. The second is AMPK, or AMP-activated protein kinase. AMPK is your cellular energy sensor. When ATP levels fall, meaning your cells are running low on fuel, AMPK activates. It signals the body to stop building and start recycling. A 2011 study published in Nature Cell Biology showed that AMPK directly activates autophagy by phosphorylating a key protein called ULK1, essentially flipping the switch from growth mode to repair mode. This is not just cellular housekeeping. A landmark 2016 Nobel Prize in Physiology was awarded to Yoshinori Osumi specifically for his work on autophagy mechanisms, recognizing its role in aging, disease resistance, and cellular survival. Now let us get specific. At 12 hours, your liver glycogen is depleting. Insulin is lowering. The body starts shifting from glucose to fat as fuel. Autophagy signals are beginning to rise in some tissues, but this is still early. Think of it as the preparation phase. At 16 hours, this is the marker most intermittent fasting protocols aim for. Energy availability is meaningfully lower, insulin is down, and AMPK is more active. For many healthy adults, this is where cellular recycling starts becoming more notable. A 2019 review in Cell Metabolism noted that time-restricted eating in an 8-hour window produced measurable metabolic improvements, partly tied to these signaling changes. At 24 hours, autophagy activity is considered more significant here across multiple tissues. mTOR signaling is reduced. The body is prioritizing maintenance over growth. This is why some researchers point to a full 24-hour fast once or twice a week as a potentially stronger autophagy stimulus than daily 16 to 8 eating alone. At 36 hours, the body is deep into fat metabolism and stress adaptation. Some longer-term fasting protocols show meaningful shifts in cellular stress markers around this window. At 48 hours, extended fasting territory. The benefits may deepen, but so do the risks for people who are not metabolically healthy, medicated, or properly prepared. Not a casual experiment. At 72 hours, and this is where internet content gets dramatic. Yes, 72-hour fasts show strong stress response signaling, but more does not always mean better, and for most people, the risk to benefit math changes significantly beyond 24 to 36 hours. The goal is not to fast as long as possible. The goal is to create the right metabolic signal consistently. Fasting is not the only trigger. Here are 3 others worth knowing. Exercise. Physical activity, especially endurance training and high-intensity intervals, creates energy stress in muscle tissue, activates AMPK, and can stimulate autophagy independently of food intake. A 2012 study in Nature by He et al. Showed that acute exercise promotes autophagy in multiple organs, including the heart and liver. Coffee. Caffeine and certain polyphenols in coffee appear to support autophagy-related signaling. A 2014 study in Cell Cycle found that coffee consumption triggered autophagy in mice even during a fed state. Do not overstate this. Coffee is not a fasting shortcut, but it is a meaningful supporting tool. Spermidine. This naturally occurring compound found in wheat germ, aged cheese and legumes has been studied for its ability to induce autophagy through a pathway that does not require caloric restriction. A 2018 study in Nature Medicine showed spermidine extended lifespan in animal models through autophagy-dependent mechanisms. Human data is still building, but it is one of the more promising dietary compounds in longevity research right now. Before you plan a 48-hour fast based on this video, here is the non-negotiable list of people who should not do extended fasting without direct medical supervision. Anyone pregnant or breastfeeding, people taking insulin or glucose-lowering medications, anyone with type 1 diabetes or poorly controlled type 2 diabetes, people who are underweight, frail or recovering from an eating disorder, elderly adults with muscle loss concerns, anyone with kidney disease, gout or a history of low blood pressure. The cellular benefits of autophagy are real, but they are not worth gambling your health over. Talk to a clinician before extending beyond a 16 to 24-hour fast if any of these apply to you. Here is what you can actually do starting today. No extreme fasting required. Start with a consistent 14 to 16-hour overnight fast. Finish dinner by 7 or 8 p.m. and hold off until late morning. This is the lowest risk, highest consistency approach for most people. Add a fasted morning workout, even a 30-minute walk before your first meal, activates AMPK and adds to the cellular stress signal without requiring longer fasting windows. Drink black coffee in your fasting window. The evidence suggests it complements, not cancels, the metabolic signal. Keep it black to avoid spiking insulin. Add spermidine-rich foods to your diet. Wheat germ, mushrooms, legumes, and aged cheeses are accessible sources that may support autophagy signaling through diet alone. Protect your sleep. Poor sleep increases cortisol, disrupts insulin sensitivity, and actively works against the cellular repair window you are trying to create. 8 hours of quality sleep is one of the most underrated autophagy tools available. If you want more science-backed breakdowns like this, subscribe to the Health Breakdown so you never miss a video. And if you want to go deeper, watch our next video on whether fasting really burns belly fat, or if that is just internet hype. The answer will probably surprise you. See you there.